Hey guys, what's up? It's Snake, and I'm back with part two of my three-part series of what I hope to see coming soon in new zombie levels. So last time we had talked about kill streaks and perks, and I'd like to think I brought up some pretty interesting ideas and highlighted some other ideas that I've found on other people's videos and websites and forums and things like that. And so we're gonna have more of the same today. Today we're going to be talking about weapons as well as game dynamics. And by game dynamics, I mean stuff to do with the leaderboards or multiplayer aspect of it. Not so much the the storyline or anything like that, but the actual dynamics of how the game works online. But let's get to it. So we're looking at weapons. What I'd like to see in weapons. I love the Easter egg in Call of the Dead, how you get the Wonder Waff at the end of it. And I thought that was a great idea, so much better than 90 seconds worth of death machines. And I'm sort of sad that we don't get a weapon in Shangri-La. But, that's okay. They can just make it up next time. But yeah, I like the idea of getting the weapon, but I think, what if instead of giving us a drop, like they do with the DG2, and you only being able to use it until you run out of ammo, what if you don't get the gun right away, but it's then put into the box for you? So before you get together and you do the Easter egg, then anytime y'all hit the box after that, not just in that game, but the following games as well, you have the opportunity to get whatever the special wonder weapon is. And, you could do an Easter egg that was just specifically solo and it unlocked this wonder weapon. And then you could do a multiplayer one that would unlock this weapon. And then, okay, maybe fine, sure. One of them can be a healing weapon like the VR11 or the Shrink Ray. But you could have two wonder weapons already in them. So we're talking 4 wonder weapons, 4 distinct, specific, one-of-a-kind weapons in each of your hands. And of course, obviously, companioned by the ray gun. And you just be tearing the shit out of the zombies. Honestly, you destroy everything you have. It would be awesome. I would really want to see that. So, the Easter egg idea. More and more weapons. We want more and more wonder weapons. Another thing that I thought would be neat is, what if you could pack-a-punch tactical grenades? And a lot of people have talked about the possibility of pack-punching other things besides just the weapons, talking about Bowie knife or things like that. And so I was thinking, well, with secondary things, with like claymores and stuff like that, what would you do? What could you do with a claymore? Well, we pack-a-punch it, we get claymore, but like a bouncy Betty. We bouncy Betty by it. So it explodes in all directions, and obviously you want it to be more powerful as well. Because I'm always, whenever I run a rape train and I run out of ammo and I got all the zombies behind me, I'll turn around and I'll just drop claymores in their path. There's always that one guy, the guy that sets the claymore off and then gets past it before it explodes. And you're just screwed if you're out of ammo. So I think that'd be a really neat pack-a-puncher, even if they just came out with bouncing betties by themselves to replace the claymores or whatever. Monkeys, you could do one of two things. You could have a monkey that like hops away, like out into another room and then explodes. Or you could have an RCMB, remote control monkey bomb. And so it's the little monkey, but he's sitting with his little fez hat on inside of a Shriner cart mobile or whatever. And you pull it out, you flip the switch on the bottom, you tip his hat, and there he goes, and he races off in whatever direction, taking all the zombies with him. And then last but not least, as far as tactical grenades, the black holes. Now, they're pretty powerful. I mean, they suck everything in, so you can't really make it stronger in any way. But when you jump in it, it teleports you to a random point in the map. Well, what if when you pack-a-punched it, it always teleported you straight to the box? So you're running out of ammo, you're getting screwed, you got one of those left, you throw it, all the zombies go inside, get killed, you jump in, bam, there's the box, you're saved. Hopefully. And I mean, unless it gives you the China Lake, then you're really screwed. Another good idea, I think, is instead of bringing the Bowie knife back or bringing the sickle back, have character-specific melee weapon. So you walk up and you buy the melee weapon, but each character has a different one. So Dempsey, obviously, he would still have the Bowie knife. Takeo would have a Tonto, I believe is the way to say it. I don't know if anybody speaks Japanese, they can put the phonetic pronunciation in the comments. But it's it's the katana's the sword, and there's another shorter sword, and then there's a dagger, and that's what Takeo would have, is the dagger. And then Richtofen could have some sort of spear that's made of some weird rock gem with Illuminati carvings in it or something like that. Something that looks like it would fit in really well at Shangri-La. And then Nikolai, obviously, would have a vodka bottle broken. So I think that would be a great idea. It would add to the flavor, and it would create possibilities of new funny sayings and quips that they do. So, and the last two things that I thought of as far as weapons are concerned. One, the Ammo-Matic. Everybody knows what it is. Everybody wants it. Let's have it. Let's have it. Put it in a map. I don't care how much you charge. 5,000, 10,000. If it's worth it, I'm going to spend my money on extra ammo to get my ray gun refilled. You could even do it. If you're worried about it becoming too easy for people, then you could have it to where your weapon can only get 2 refills, and then after that, you could either pack-a-punch it, do it 2 more times, or throw it back in the box. So you can get a total of 4 times on one gun, that's it, and then you have to throw it back in the box and get it back out again in order to use more Ammo-Matic. Maybe, that's just an idea. And then the other thing, the VR11 didn't work, and the shrink ray doesn't work. Why not the next time you put in a weird non-gun gun into the box, let's have it do something when you shoot the players? I thought when we got the shrink ray that there was going to be like a little hole in the wall that we had to like shrink Richtofen, and it was a little chibi Richtofen thing that ran inside the hole and it popped out big on the other side and had to do something to open a door or make panels move or whatever. But alas, that did not happen. So now on to all of the extra stuff, the gameplay dynamics and things. One, and this is a big one, everybody wants to see it, I think. I've heard other people talk about it, but why don't they have solo leaderboards? And now I know you can pause when you're on solo and you're not connected to Xbox Live, but all they have to do is make it so that you could create a lobby for yourself, go in by yourself on Xbox Live, and pause wouldn't be available. And if you have to, if you feel that you don't want it too easy, Treyarch, I'm speaking to, of course, then you could take away 2 of the quick revives. I still think we should get 1. I think it's a little unrealistic to ask a player to not be able to get quick revive once. Although that is how they had it in the original 4 maps. So I don't know, but yeah, I definitely want to see solo leaderboards. Another neat thing would be viewing lobbies. So if me and 2 of my friends start a map and then we're at like, I don't know, level 15 or something, and we want to keep going, we want to give it a try, and a friend of ours comes on, well, he obviously can't join the map, but why shouldn't he be able to at least watch what we're playing and see what we're playing? And I don't know, maybe you could put a limit on it, but there could be like 5 of your friends or 10 of your friends that are watching your gameplay. I think that'd be really cool. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Another big idea is, and this is one everybody also has talked about, when are we going to get a zombies game just by itself? I think when Modern Warfare 3 comes out, Treyarch should come out with, and I would pay $60 for it, honestly, I'll be honest with you, a disc-based game, and it would be all of the maps that have been created so far, and then maybe like an extra fun side story map. So it would be all, what are we at? We're at 10 now, we're probably going to get a map pack 4, so 12 maps onto it. $60, you get all of it. Now they're all disc-based. You don't have to worry about the downloads anymore. And of course, if they were to do this, then they would have to separate the DLC. So there's the 4 map packs for multiplayer, and there's the zombie map by itself, and then maybe a discounted version with all 5 together. So that way, if you don't want the zombies, you don't have to buy it. If you want both, you get a deal, that sort of thing. So I think that'd be a good idea. And my last idea, actually I have one more. Elite, pro, and casual gamers. for zombies. I think matchmaking should be made better. The casual guy who doesn't want to do the Easter egg, doesn't care, he buys whatever gun he needs and just shoots the zombies, and who gives a crap if he makes it to level 10 or level 30, right? You got your casual guy. He goes in. He's not concerned about other players. He's just playing around like most people do. He's probably not even got a mic on. But that's okay because he's a casual gamer. And then the pro would be the people who want to go in, want to do the Easter eggs, and they're pretty good. And they'll make it up to level 30, 35, 40. And they pull out the strategies, and they know how to kite here. I don't know. Kite zombies there and all that other, all kinds of crazy strategies. Like, and then there's the elite. And those are obviously the people that are getting up to the people that are getting up to level 60 or 70 or 80 on the leaderboards. That guy at the very top with 99, and he got to level 99 for an hour and 30 minutes. That guy, that's the elite. And those are the guys that go in there and they just destroy the zombies, which of course I am not. I would consider myself a pro player. I'm pretty good, and I definitely like to do the storyline. I like to push levers and turn music on and all that kind of crazy stuff. And now my final idea, and this one I think is a really cool idea. What if we had an endurance round? What if they gave us an endurance round gameplay? And so the way it would work is the first 5 levels you're in knockdown total. And so you're knifing people, you're shooting them at the windows and everything. And then as soon as you finish round 5, you get transferred into Varut. And so you're fighting through Varut, and now you can buy claymores and you can get the perks. And then you get transferred over to Shinonuma, and so you have 5 levels in Shinonuma to get the Wunderwaffe if you're trying to. And then you go to Darius, and then Yukino, and so on. And it goes through, and obviously we would skip 5, and we'd skip Call of the Dead. Well, I mean, I guess we wouldn't have to. I don't know, but every five levels, it builds up in increments. So each level gets harder and harder. But as you go through each of the levels, more of the doors are open at the higher levels already as you get in, and power's already turned on and stuff like that. And you get to keep all the perks and all the weapons that you got from the earlier round. So, there's the whole thing, oh, well, if you get the Thunder Gun, you obviously want to hang on to it, because after you leave Kino, you're not going to be able to get it, or after you leave Ascension, I should say, you're not going to be able to get it anymore. And so you're building up all these wonder weapons, and I don't know, it's just, I think it's a really, really cool idea to see how many levels you can get through, how high through the storyline you can play straight. So that's kind of it for this episode, and I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for part 3.